Hey,
Okay, pylon will be thrown down.
sometimes, you know, stubbornness can be a
good thing.
yeah, a good thing because it works eventually. Against Serral, I don't know. I feel like probably not, but
Hey,
that doesn't mean that. Hey, whoa, whoa.
this time we have a
He closed
perfect
the
wall. All right. Does he have room for 2 cannons here? Maybe not. Okay.
Oh my
now
god!
he
Did you see that
does.
probe?
That was
What a
nice.
ninja.
Getting. Oh, the block was so nice from Serral. So now
Okay,
he's-
only one drone can get surface area though, so he can get enough cannons, I think, to succeed with this.
So the thing below the first cannon is actually a pylon. So we only have 1 cannon
Oh my
that will
god,
be up.
Serral's gonna try to defend.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's committing everything to this.
All right, but I feel like only 1 cannon. Is it that bad?
Well, I mean, look at it.
it's pretty well
drones.
placed though. Okay, but the thing is, I feel like he can gain enough time, so there's only 1 cannon by the time those spines actually finish.
Oh
It's
my
going
god,
to be a
and
tough
he's committing
one,
to
though.
this. This is gonna be a quick game.
Yes, it will
We've
be.
had a lot of quick
really...
games today, but this might be the quickest one yet.
Okay, the probe is actually going to fall
Yeah,
now.
the probe is attacking the drones so that the cannons can two-shot them. Now the links are gonna come in here. Spine crawlers are about to finish. The cannons are as well. This is so close.
All right, let's see. It's going to be static defense against static defense. Let's see about the targeting. That cannon up top is actually going to go down first. 1 spine will fall on the side of Serral, but I feel like he's done it. He's defended against that attack, even though the spine crawler on the bottom side does not have the range.
And
to
but
hit
always,
at the...
he targeted drones, so he killed a whole bunch of drones. It's now 14 drones against 20 probes. So even though Serral looks like he might be able to get the defense here, behind his butt always is expanding. He just started the Nexus. He's got the Cybercore on the way, 20 walkers to 16. Serral trying to go for the counterattack. He's going to force a unit.
Okay, let's see how many Zerglings does he have left.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
just
no,
a
he's not
couple
trying
of
to go for a
Zerglings.
counterattack. He's going to go tickle these buildings.
Okay, but always is a little bit supply blocked at the moment. Okay, our pylon just finished, so he's now feeling a little bit better. Now those 2 Zerglings, they will make their way into the main. We'll see what he decides to go for. He actually saves one of them. It's like that Zergling is going to be worse late into this game, so I gotta finish. I gotta save it. And I think he just does realize that 2 Zerglings against a proper Protoss, never gonna deal any damage. So at least I get 1 inside, and I get a second one to get a little bit of scouting going outside of the natural. Even that tiny adaptation I like.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It feels like Bud always did some good damage, and like that was good for him, but Serral already succeeded. He made it to 2 bases, and he's going to take a 3rd base. It's Ogre, but always still has to play, you know, like somewhat... I was going to say somewhat of a normal game, but apparently...
Whoa.
With a fleet beacon.
All right. I like what you just said about those top Zerg those top Zerg players. Like, it feels like they are kind of like Super Saiyans in Dragon Ball Z, you know? Like, you hit them a little bit, like you hurt them, you almost kill them.
You break their arm, and then like...
And then they're like, oh, I'm actually even stronger now.
Yeah,
like,
Son
what did you
Goku
do?
just appear with like a second arm, and
You should have killed me when you had the opportunity, fool. I'm gonna get you now. But the fact that he goes for a cannon rush and then goes into something quite crazy after that, I kind of like it. But once again, Serral just 1 step ahead. Did he see the fleet beacon in the main? I believe he did. Yes. So it's like Serral is in a rough position. He already has like a pretty. He's pretty behind in terms of drone count, and he still invests in overload speed. That's confidence. He feels like if I know what's coming my way, even though I'm a little bit behind at the moment, I will win anyways. The difference
is so sick. He's going for more Tempest now.
So
and on this map,
what's happening?
You got big areas around the natural and 3rd base.
Oh yeah.
Where there is space where units cannot be walking because they can't. You know, it's like
basically it's
a massive ditch.
Yeah.
So I think that's where he's looking to try and stand to just shoot away at stuff, and that's gonna force a reaction from Serral. Which I wonder, does he go for a Spire?
You have to, no?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to, and considering that Serral just threw down the Spire, I think he believes the same.
+2 attack already starting. Rotty is somewhere singing a prayer.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Oh,
he's gonna lose the Tempest!
Bro!
What the hell? No! You're not allowed to do this, man!
No way.
That's just not okay. That's
I'm sorry for that scream, by the way, but this was unacceptable.
Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty rough, honestly, on the side of Butalways. We want to see an upset.
How did this happen? Like,
he messed up. Like, there's no way around it. He was probably
is there some
surprised.
air blocker I don't know about back there, or what?
No, he was surprised about the range of the Queen. So it's always a surprise to me how far they can shoot. And this time, there were not just one queen, but at least 5 or 6 that were eating at that Tempest. So
but always actually supply blocks Serral here for a little bit.
Yep.
This is not actually a real attack.
Nah.
And behind this, because all aggression has been shut down now, Serral's about to go up to an insane amount of drones, and we're really entering his world now. Like, you can... The fact that there was a cannon rush in the start that was defended, just forget about that. Just look at the numbers, look at the supply. 69 drones to 61 probes, that number is just about to triple, basically. And Serral in this kind of game, what he does really well is get 1 million spores and really just move with them. Never really leave their sides. And I fully expect the spores to kind of cover the center of the map, especially like because of the way it's set up here. You got like one main alleyway in the center that you need to go through. Those bridges as well, and he's just going to split the map and
it's
enjoy
gonna be
some free units.
Yeah, it's going to be
some free spells.
Serral's territory here, obviously. So now we've got a mothership being produced, scouted right away by Serral, because once again, he sees everything.
And actually, but always, does he really want to attack there? I'm a little surprised.
I feel like he... Okay, I like what he's trying to do with the mothership. I feel like he wants to threaten on the left side and then recall to the right side.
Some more recalls would be nice, I think, to tag this army.
Yeah, at least one.
Even though he's not Tempest heavy, I think he's just trying to delay the expanding. But he's so dangerous. Oh my god. If some... Oh! Okay. That's going to force the recall. Great units.
So right now, really happy that you invested that much into mothership. Whoa. Okay, well, a couple of infestors are actually going to go down.
Because the corruptors were out of position, now he goes for this.
Yeah, but he's getting neuroed a little bit. A couple of carriers are being dealt with. And now there's no recall available. He used it for a mothership earlier, and now all the infested Terrans are shelling at this army. This is terrible for Butalways. Every single unit that he took so much time to build are actually falling. Every single interceptor has been destroyed. And now you just lost 100 supply worth of carriers, worth of super expensive units, and you don't have anything to show for it.
Did Nice not pass the message on to you? Don't take a force base? Apparently not, no. Like,
yeah.
But as well, you know, like, you can do whatever you want. It's a cheap building, it's got a ton of drones.
I feel like Serral is so good at Starcraft 2 that he might even be able to drop banelings on top of carriers, you know?
Wouldn't it be sick, like a challenge? Like he just makes banelings from now and rolls and kills all of the buildings?
It's like, you know, evil Serral, you know? That begins to be like quite of a cocky player, maybe, in a way. Will grab himself. Evil Serral, man.
That sounds like a possible Twitter account.
Yeah, that would be amazing, actually.
Neural going down on some of these.
Yeah, you remember about your carriers? They're mine now.
Oh my god, the Fungals land big time on everything as well. So many of the carriers here are fighting against Butalways, and he has to tap.
Alright, going for a pylon next to his Nexus. What does it tell you?
That he's gonna cannon rush.
He will, I think he will.
I don't know if that's good or not against
the low ground gateway and pylon.
I think it's probably bad. I have the feeling that the Moz-Zero has played against this already. Now it's gonna be pylon, and he's already tucked in.
Yep.
So what do we do now?
So now you gotta realize that there is going to be cannons even up the ramp. That's a blue probe, right?
Yeah, but always is gonna get his own cannon, his own forge as well. It's gonna take a long time though. See how this one plays.
Let's see what happens. It's gateway next to the cannon.
I mean, there's a chance he lets that finish up just for one Zealot to be very annoying. But sometimes they also cancel it. It's just temporary protection, right? In case like 3 or 4 probes suddenly would show up.
Okay, so the forge is next to it. We've got a Cybercore as well. First cannon is gonna pop up right now, and first defensive cannons, 2 defensive cannons that are pretty much at the same timing as the one of the Moz-Zero.
I'm actually surprised that the Moz-Zero thinks he can win that, right?
I'm not sure how it's gonna go.
Oh, cannon wars! Okay, he's gonna use his own probes right now because he needs to get some shots off on that cannon.
Yes.
This is the first cannon that was warped in. Whoa, the Moz-Zero is an expert. All right, cannon wars. Here we go.
All right, this is like the most interesting play-by-play I've ever done in my life. Cannon, red cannon, 2 red cannons hitting at the blue cannon here. The first one is going to go down. You might need a couple of shield batteries as well, but the minerals, you don't have that many at the moment, so it's 1 cannon against 2. Now the second one pops up for Butalways. He's going to win the fight on the left side, and the right one is actually going to lose, but there's another one that's going to finish. Still a sizable advantage here for our good friend Butalways, who's going to win the fight in the end.
Yep, I think that at this point you got a transition, but there's a Stalker on the way. Okay, this is where things get dangerous, by the way. Like I said, the Moss Zero, whenever you think it's over, whenever you think it's done, new cannons show up, and you suddenly, oh, you recalled the Stalker.
You recall the Stalker towards the main base.
He needs to kill the probe, though, because one Stalker doesn't have the DPS.
The probe is actually going to escape.
One Stalker does not have the DPS. I think you need to pull probes to prevent these cannons from going
Well,
up.
he's not doing so, and I agree with you. I think if those 3 cannons actually pop off, that's going to be so bad for Butalways, but he's not pulling probes, and this is a victory that Chinese Taipei needs. Okay, 2 cannons against 2, but the Stalker is helping out a little bit. He's actually targeting down the faraway cannon. I'm not sure about that decision, because still, that cannon on the right side for Butalways is hitting at everything.
Shield battery, super useful. Actually, the defense by the Butalways is amazing. Is absolutely amazing. I am blown away by this. It's so hard to keep calm and collected and stay cool and analyze which fight you're going to win, where you're not going to win, which cannons are going to be unbreakable at a certain point or not. But Butalways is doing this absolutely fantastically. He's going to run out of energy, though. He needs to use the Stalker again. But I think he's good for now.
Second shield battery. This is perfect. But losing the Stalker on the left side actually hurts a little bit. That cannon is going to be finish up. And now we've got 2 cannons hitting at the Nexus, and especially that one on the left side that's not being attacked by anything. We do have a second Stalker that came out for Butalways, but where is it?
He just warped it in.
You warped it in on the top side?
Yeah. But I mean,
okay.
Yeah, 1 Stalker. I mean, that's actually not that much DPS, right? I have the feeling that the Moss Zero can still work with this. But I also think that Butalways can just get more shield batteries, and then you can keep that Nexus alive basically forever. At this point, the Moss Zero is like, you know what I should get? I should get a gateway. Transition.
Because he did cancel the gateway that he was making up on the Butalways space. So now we've got 2 Stalkers, and they will be able to hit at that pylon, which means those 2 cannons, they will be unpowered in just a few seconds. And I feel... Okay, no, actually there's a pylon next to it. I didn't see it yet already. But the thing is, with 2 Stalkers making their way across the map, I feel like Butalways has not only defended, but will be able to grab himself a victory here, because the Moss Zero, yes, you built 1,000,000 cannons, but you're not killing anything valuable at the opposite side of the map.
Nope, and he's got these Stalkers trapped for a little while longer, but eventually they will break free. These 2 Stalkers are going to show up. I don't think there's a cannon yet in the main base of the Moss Zero, and that means that I think those 2 Stalkers, Funk, are going to end the game, man, because the Cyber Core is not done yet.
Yeah, sadly for Protoss, you can't recall cannon, photon cannon. So basically, you should be able to. Makes sense to me, but it's not going to happen. And when this cannon actually dies, we'll get cancelled at the last possible second. But there's nothing to defend here, and even a Stalker is being chrono boosted out at the moment, but no warp gate technology. So that's going to take a while before it actually enters the fray. And as we have 2 Stalkers hitting at the mineral line, the Moss Zero taps out, and it's not.